Yo, what is up, YouTube? How's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. Welcome back to the D and J show. How's
What's up?
everybody? Hope everybody's doing swell. Welcome back to episode 3 now, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Wild ride, man. 3 episodes. Three
That's
episodes, man.
insane. That's insane.
Oh, this drink is watered down to hell.
What
How
you
the
got?
fuck?
What's in the cup? What's in the cup?
Some fancy ass, like, water. It's, like the carbonated water.
Oh, like the ice joints, like the
Nah,
sparkling
I
ice
don't know what the
or
fuck
something.
they're called. It's actually in a can, and they're made by Coca-Cola. I just learned that today.
Oh,
I think they start with an F or something, but my fiance put me on, so they're kind of obsessed with them. They're actually really good, and there's zero
are they?
calories and zero sugar. So,
Large
uh,
W.
but no, man, a couple things to talk about today.
Couple,
Looking over to my left, yeah.
couple.
For one, start off with Squishy Muffin because
Oh yeah,
I do not pay attention to Rocket League. So,
yeah. Squishy muffins leaving NRG.
wasn't he on
Pris-
C9 at one point though?
yeah, he was on C9
Yeah,
for like he was on the first roster that C9 had.
yeah.
Then once that roster or the team, actually the org, like once they left Rocket
I'll
League,
say I don't even think they're in Rocket
then
League anymore now.
no. Funny, funny enough, this I could have wrote this down, but I didn't. But it happened like today. There's another team. Team Axel was the name of the org. It was like before it was like Accelerate or something.
Mm.
Axel dash R8. It was the dumbest shit ever. But Team Axel, they had a team, and it was with they dropped their entire roster. It was a 4-man roster. They dropped them all, presumably the coach as well.
Poor sub. That's probably his one time.
Yeah, they had 3 plus a sub, and then I don't know what's going on with their coach, but um, so now all 3 of the original Cloud9 members have no org.
Hmm.
And Cloud9 tweeted, "We could do a very funny thing, like because Squishy, Torment, and Gimmick all have no org. Those 3 were on that C9 roster for God knows how long." So maybe a potential Cloud9 return to Rocket League. I highly doubt it, but it'd be funny. That's for
I
sure.
don't know. Can't say they won't because they came back to Halo. So,
Oh
just
my
saying.
god, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So I mean, hey, anything is possible.
I will
I
admit
would
their
I
Halo
would not
team
hold my
is
breath though. That's for damn sure.
Halo team is
Pretty gross.
kind of and then they go up against, like the big 3 and just get absolutely fucking
Washed.
yeah.
Rinsed.
But when they go up against like other teams, they're actually like coordinated and can do shit.
Yeah, the problem is if they go against anybody that's top
Go against
5,
Phase,
then
Optic, anybody, it's just downhill.
Phase Optic, Space Station, they fold like a lawn chair.
Yeah, and it's ironic because
So
there was when I was watching the podcast, the watch party with them, they were talking about that. They're like, most of these teams, like when they're playing like normal teams, not like the main 3, they're playing out of their minds and everything. But as soon as they play like Optic or Phase or any of those guys, it's
yeah,
just different play styles and they're playing so slow and they're like so scared to die. And he's like, they just
yeah,
can't be playing like that. They have to just full confidence, and if you die, you die. I feel like that goes for like so much, like especially Rocket League, because like there's times where I've seen some like up and coming teams that just get into the league and like they're actually
mm,
playing like professional matches, and I'll see just like how slow paced they are and everything, or I'll see them like they should have went for something but they're kind of scared to, so they hesitated,
yeah. A
and I'm
lot
just
of
like, bro,
that's what happens. I mean, that happens at every level, literally.
oh, most definitely,
When you kind of when it's like not instilled, but when there's just like a a little bit of doubt that the person that you're playing isn't as good as you, when in reality the person that you're playing is just as good as you, um, if not worse. And you're capable of the same things as they are, so you should have no problem with playing them. And when you get like a new team or a new person that's in, hit that just recently got picked up by a tier 1 team, um and they play against um fucking like Carmine Core or Genji. I don't know all the fucking new gen like top 3 teams, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't keep up. But, you go up against like say Genji because that is a top team. Um yeah, I mean, you're gonna fucking come out shook. I mean, who wouldn't though? Let's be honest. Like you're
But
playing a top 3 team in the world, 3 top 10 players in the world right now, and you just got picked up by a tier 1 team. There's gonna be a little bit of nerves, but that's
100%. But I'm gonna reference COD here and use Snoopy
oh
as
yeah,
literally a perfect example
yeah, he is a prime
because
example.
he literally got drafted into CDL the
Yeah,
week of
week of
champs.
champs.
He didn't have fucking time to test waters or nothing. He got thrown into the biggest tournament of his fucking career.
He did pretty well.
He did.
All
And
things
like
considered,
it's
he did pretty
okay to
damn
have
good.
nerves, but like let's be honest, when you're in that situation, you really don't have time for it. You
No,
know, and especially with how esports is right now, it's so heavily based on how well you are like franchise-wise, like how much money teams can make off of you. Like you do not have time to be like, oh shit, like you have to do
nerves have
the
no time to
best
be
fucking
present.
thing you possibly can.
Yeah,
Like, because you literally have to look at it as any game is your last game, especially being new on the scene, because they have no remorse in dropping you quick just to get a new player to fill that shoe. So, and with how Rocket League is too, as I hate to admit it, Rocket League is a very skillful fucking game when it comes to like high level. I
hmm
hate saying that shit because I fucking hate
why?
Rocket League so much, bro.
Why do you hate saying that?
Because
This is
man,
like this is
it's a
like the not like.
controller game. No, I'm just
Oh
kidding.
my god, whatever, man. You know damn well that both there used to be, I do say used to be,
There was a couple MNK players in Rocket League, yeah, I know.
couple K-band players that played professionally.
But now
They
it's
both
controller
retired
galore.
though.
Yeah.
It's
I think there maybe
everyone's
is one in the
rocking.
league. I'm not sure though.
I haven't heard of a K-band player
Yeah.
since Fruity and Yukio retired.
Yeah.
Both of them were fucking K-band players. They were both pretty damn good.
And the other thing is too, especially with how expensive all these like leagues and everything are getting, like
You
it's
know,
go ahead.
oh, Rocket League. Funny enough, I'm surprised. Well, actually, no, I'm not surprised because it's a league full of teenagers. I'm serious.
I know. I
The average age,
think it's like 17.
actually, it's I if I had it ready, then I would reference it. But I think the I want to say average age of a Rocket League professional player, just generally, it's about like 19,
Yeah.
19, 20. Actually, no, I think it's about 19.
Yeah, I thought it was way younger than that. Only reason I think it's like way younger because that game it's rated E, is it rated T?
I think E or
Yeah.
E10 or
That's
some
what I was
shit.
like thinking. Because there's no reason for it to be like
No.
anything
The only
else.
thing is, I mean, obviously, well, the ESREB can't, like, the people that control the ratings, they can't, they don't, they can't control like shit that goes on online. So whatever you
Yeah.
hear, then it
Yeah.
is what it
That's
is.
kind of yeah.
That's
But
kind of what you were thinking of.
yeah, pretty much. But I know because like technically then to be able to go professionally, like actually like on a team and everything, you'd only have to be 16, I believe.
I I
At
think
least for
so.
that game, because I believe it's 16 because that's when you're able to like actually like do other things like with your parents' consent.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
could be
sure.
wrong on that because I know like way back in the day, people were going pro in COD that were like around like
Super
15,
fucking young.
16.
Yeah.
some even 14. They just weren't like actually
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
in the league, but they were playing under an org and everything.
Yeah, playing in like MLG tournaments and
Yeah.
shit.
So
Good example is fucking Zinni.
yeah, I think
Young
he was
Methods.
13, wasn't he?
That kid was
Yeah,
an infant, brother. It was
but
hilarious. Yeah,
so
I think some of the younger players are like 16.
yeah, because I
But
know
they're mostly um obviously depending on where you go, age of consent is completely different.
yeah.
But I believe in most European countries, you can do you can do most things around 16 years old.
Yeah, 16, 18.
16 to 17 to 18, something like that.
Yeah.
So I think that lines up.
Random
But the
fact, but
average,
speaking of age of consent being 16, Japan just
yeah,
raised there to 16.
that's good. Finally,
Yeah. You want to know
because
what it was
wasn't it
before?
like 13, 12?
13.
Yeah, it was something ridiculous. I'm glad they did that.
Yeah, me too. Cause
Because that's just come
yeah,
on now,
a
come on
little
now.
weird, a
Yeah, a
little
little
weird.
bit. Yeah, wild.
Now for esports
Um,
wise, that's good because there's a lot of crackheads at that
esport
age. I don't know. There's been so many times where I've looked. You ever like think about?
thought about.
Yeah, I said that and I was like, that sounded incorrect.
That's not right. That's not right. Like this is wrong.
You ever thought about like when you're playing like really young and like if you were
Mhm.
actually like decent at any video game you played, like how cracked out you felt?
I didn't feel that until I was like 17.
Really? Dude, I remember playing Halo. Holy bro. I was like 11, 12. Dude, I felt cracked out of my mind. And I'll go back and I was like, dude, I wish I can have that same like euphoric feeling of just absolutely just reacting to kids in point oh milliseconds and just pissing on everybody.
I mean, my reaction time was quick, but I don't know. I didn't feel like I was. I don't know. Maybe this is just like I guess the. Oh, like I don't know how to exactly explain it. The perfectionism, the gifted kid fucking syndrome, however you want to put it.
Hey man,
I,
that's all we said.
huh?
Grinding defeats talent.
Oh, hard work beats talent every day of the week. That's no question.
No doubt about that. I don't give a fuck who you are.
I
Because
I do not.
perfect example of that is Kenny S. I fucking love Kenny S. This is not a diss at Kenny S. Kenny S is insane for what he has done for the scene.
Kids. Yeah, he's nuts.
But he's an exact representation of that. He purely played off of talents and everything. Didn't really like actually play like to improve. He just played off his talents and it showed when he ended up leaving. I think what he left from Envy to G2, ended up getting picked up by G2 and then started playing for Falcon.
Yeah,
And then he ended up retiring. You know, like during that whole phase after Envy and he was kind of free agent, that's like when it really started to diminish. I was like realizing like yeah, he can't compete with the people that are putting 12 plus hour days every fucking day to the craft.
yeah. Because I mean,
Like look at
but also
Modesty now.
like, yeah, but you also like also we can't diminish. I mean, obviously to be a professional player, you have to put in a lot of fucking time, and you have to dedicate a lot of your life, sacrifice a lot of things to get to that point.
I still believe to this day, I believe CS:GO is one of the most like
Skill intensive games.
not only just that, but like when it comes to a like professional level, most CS teams put the most amount of times and hours and everything in from just simply scrimming and actually playing the game and improving like in a successful manner. I believe it is still one of the like highest games for that, like professional wise. Even like most CS players even said that go over to
I
Valorant.
would, yeah. They don't. They barely play.
It's 9 day
And night and
difference.
day. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Um. I mean, part of me wants to have a counterpoint to that, but I don't think there really is one.
the only other one that I can possibly even think of would be Rocket League, ironically. But I also don't think like if you were already
I
like
don't.
mechanically gifted and kind of learned everything for the game wise, like especially at a high level, there's no real like there's this actual ceiling to it. There's only so much you can do after that.
So with Rocket League, right? I mean, so the thing with Rocket League, but you already knew this,
Yeah.
is there is no shared skill sets that you can just transfer over and it's a one to
Yeah.
one. You can just plug and play and you're good. Everybody starts from ground zero. There are some people that may have an aptitude for it, so they'll pick up on it quicker. They'll get better faster at the beginning, of course. But
Yeah.
then those people can tend to level out somewhere along the line, and then other people that were not improving as quickly end up catching up, and then eventually surpassing that. The best example I can give for that is Kronovi. I
Yeah.
don't know if you know who that is.
He was he's a NA player, isn't he?
Yeah, he's from the US
Yeah. Also, because he
and
played on what's that fucking? I
he
don't
was
think
on
he played
G2.
on like
He was
a.
on G2 forever.
That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure if it was G2 or if it was what's the other
He was on G2, he was on IBP, he was on Rogue.
IVP?
IBP, yeah. IBP was the first team to win Worlds.
Yeah, that's
It
the
was
reason
him.
why I know of him.
It was him over Zero and whoever the third guy was. Obviously not that important. Um, but yeah, no, everybody can like from when Rocket League first came out until like season 2 or 3, just about everyone considered him the GOAT. 'Cause I'm like, because he was just better than everyone. Just he just had a natural aptitude for the game, and for the longest time, he was just the best. Obviously, then around season 2, 3, he started, he leveled out,
Yeah,
started to taper off, and then people started to catch up, eventually surpassed him, especially when he was on Rogue, even on G2,
yeah. That's
but
why he ended
especially
up
when he was
going to
on
Rogue.
even when he was on Rogue, I mean, their third, it was him, Wonder, whoever else was their fucking third, but it was this young kid. He was like a teenager. He was like 18, 19-ish. But he was a teenager. He was already better than fucking Crow. Already.
That's what I'm saying, man.
But also like also when like when games start to mature, obviously there's more information that's available to people that are just starting. So, when you know better, you do better. If you don't have the information available to you, you just don't know. So you don't do better.
Facts.
So Crow was he was a pioneer for a lot of things. But there's also a lot of things that he had to just learn along the way. So then that information that he learned, you could just pass it on for the next generation so they could eventually surpass you. And then then they can pass it on to the next. And it's a cycle of people just getting better and better and better because more information is being passed down so they can do better.
Real sensei mentality. You know what I'm
I mean, that's all it
saying?
is. And now here we are, got 8 years after the game's initial release,
Damn, the game's been
and
out for 8 years. Holy fuck.
game's been out for 8 fucking years. It's insane. Um, and I mean, the shit that people are doing now at the professional level, the pros in like even season 4, when Squishy started, like when he made his name, they wouldn't know what to do with it. They wouldn't know what to do with anybody. Like if the season 4 world's champions, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Gale Force. It was either Gale Force or like Northern Gaming or some shit. If they went up against like the lowest ranked tier 1 team in Rocket League right now, they would get smoked. They would get absolutely rinsed. But it's because that season 4 was like 6 years ago. There's no contest. Um, I had a point, I missed it somewhere. But realistically, Rocket League players, they don't like obviously to get to the point of being a professional player, thousands of hours.
Yeah.
L- Like as much, if maybe more than CS players.
Uh
It could be on par as much, maybe on par, like on par, maybe a little less, maybe a little more. It all depends. People vary. It's you know what I'm saying? It's
I
all
mean, it does
variant.
vary player to player, but
I
the
think on
only
average,
reason I'm hesitant of that is because most CS pros have literally half a lifetime put in that game.
I know, but I mean, like I'm talking, like Go specifically Global Offensive.
Yeah, they've all been playing like
Since
Monacy
release.
just Monacy in general has
He
more
has
than
like
half of
20K.
his lifetime on that game.
Yeah, but he's 20.
He's 19.
He is.
Yeah. He
Huh.
started playing professionally for Navi Junior when he was like 16. And at that time, he had 15,000 hours in the game.
He just did 20, no?
It's either he
20K?
had 20 or he's 20K
Yeah.
hours. No, he has more than
Yeah.
that, I believe.
Probably now, yeah. I know I heard about it when he hit 20K.
But yeah. So in
Yeah,
case you
okay.
guys don't know who Monacy is,
Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, wait, there's no way that yeah, never mind. That's such a silly comparison. I was just thinking about it. I'm like, wait a minute. I know how much
you
CS:GO
could
play.
have said
I
that
know
with like COD maybe. COD would have made more sense.
no.
But
No.
no, because you need odds probably not
There's a
as
lot of
much,
hours.
but you
There's
need
a
a
lot of
decent
hours
amount of
that
hours to put in
in
COD.
COD for sure. I don't
But
think you need as much hours in COD as you do in Rocket League. If I'm being 100%. I think well, if you were being as efficient as you possibly could be, like improving, like you know what I'm saying, improving in the most efficient ways possible. Like playing with purpose, no bullshitting, no fluff,
yeah.
no nothing. You could probably reach top 1%, I'd say, give or take 3K hours, give or take.
I'm gonna say more around like 4.5.
The average to hit, I don't know. It just like I said, it all depends,
But
right?
that's
I
just in
have
one COD though, because I'm not even like referring to, you know,
well 40. Well, shit. That's I don't know. It
because
all
like if you just take like let's say you're just like, oh yeah, you're coming from we'll just use Ghost AW.
yeah
You need a good amount of hours put into that game to end up just understanding everything about the game. If you're already
yeah.
playing professionally, then you're big chillin'.
Hmm.
But to be able to get, because you're gonna take a solid like 2K hours just to get consistent in the game. Like, and when I mean consistent, I mean understanding rotations, understanding what not to do, what to do, in S&D, where to position, where to have, where to play. You know what I mean? Just all of the basic knowledge of being able to compete is
Yeah.
minimum of like 2,000 hours just to be able to fully understand what you need to do. And the extra like 2 to 2.5K hours is you actually playing on a team and learning how to play around your team and learning where you fit as a player for said team.
I think you know honestly, I'd give it a little more time, mostly because even if say you do hit that like two, let's say you hard grind 1 year,
Yeah.
hard grind, like you're playing, like you're doing everything that you can to improve. Say you put in, like, say you're on console, right? And it's like check your hours on your PS5,
You can do that
2,000
on PS5
hours.
now?
Yeah, you can.
I did not know that.
I only found that out because of YouTube videos.
Oh,
Otherwise, I would not have known.
it's a cool
But
feature.
like, yeah, right. But say you check it and it's like, oh, put in 2K. Next game comes out. You spend some time. I mean, you have to spend time learn maps. All that
Yeah.
fun shit. So there's a obvious. I mean, this is for everybody though. That goes for
Yeah.
top pros. There's always a relearning phase with every new game because for whatever fucking ungodly reason, we can't play the same fucking game for more than a year. No, we have to change it up every time.
It's kind of similar. Like, look what happened when Expo came out. Look how long it took for them to actually like be able
No
to
one,
compete at a high level on that map. And look
yeah,
what
but
happened when they did.
even
Nobody
still,
fucking played it.
no one played it because like
It's because
half the
everybody learned
teams.
the map and realized the nastiest fucking spawn trap on that map. Dude, if you have you seen that spawn trap, bro, it's a million times worse than Fortress.
Was it?
Dude, it was bad. Like, you could not leave your fucking spawn. You got funneled.
Oh,
It was bad.
worse than
Yes,
I got caught in that fortress spawn trap. That shit sucked.
it
I
does.
wanted to quit.
I've been put like I've played against an actual like four stack, not of pros, but it was with semi pros and one pro.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, oh my fucking god.
Bad.
I've never been so mad in my fucking life. And
Oh,
I've
that
I've
bad.
I've fucking played Fortress
That bad.
Control against
That bad.
professional players.
That bad. Got it.
And I thought that was bad. And then I
No.
played Expo against good players and I was like, "Holy fuck, this is terrible." And I loved that map. I thought the map was so sick, it looked so pretty and everything. And then I got in that trap and I was like, "Nope, this map is bad."
You know, it's a good thing I just don't care about being good at Call of Duty anymore. Good lord, that shit just sounds terrible.
I got the iridescent and I was like, "Yep, nope, I'm good now."
Yeah, there's got to be a point when you're playing ranked. There's got to be a point where you're like, "Heh, it ain't worth it."
And that's how it was. I got the iridescent and I was like, "I'll go for top 500 or top." It was it's
250.
250. Yeah, I said 500 because I'm so used to fucking.
Everything else.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, can we stop making random ass numbers as cap of things? I think this game that has top 75 or some shit. Yeah,
What?
dude. That's a fucking exactly. We're just throwing random
What?
numbers for shit. But
Okay, also on the topic of random caps, I just need to say this. Psionics, make a separate rank for top 100 for the love of God. Please. Everyone's been asking for this for literal years. It still hasn't happened yet. And dude, people were bitching and complaining for years on end because for the since long well, after season 1 of ranked, grand champion
that was the cap.
was the highest rank in the game.
Yeah.
And then up until they you got your eyes watering again?
Yeah. Having the
The
eye
thing?
pains again. Yeah.
Oh. Um up until like when the game went free to play, Grand Champ was the highest rank in the game. You could go no higher in rank. That is the highest rank. But everyone knew 50 like there is a stark difference between a 1500, a 1600, 1700, 1800, 1900 player, 2K, 2K plus. If you're a 1900 player, you're probably pretty fucking good. If you're anything higher than 2K elo, then you're more than likely a pro.
Yeah. That's how it
If
is
you
with
aren't, then you
Faceit.
should be.
Yes.
I was gonna say if you aren't a pro, then you probably should be. If you're like anywhere above 2K MMR.
I'm sorry if you're putting that much time into one game and you're getting that much and you're not pro or haven't even like considered pro. Holy fuck, are you okay mentally?
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's one thing like if
Eh,
you're a content creator and everything like that, and actually like
or if
you
you
know
just make enough, or if you just make enough money to just be like, fuck it, I'm just having fun. Like I don't care.
exactly, but
Like
it's like, dude, I
if I'll just say it this way: if you're a top 50 player, consistently top 50 in ones, twos, and threes, then what the fuck are you doing? And you are over the age of 18 and you aren't pro or aren't even attempting to be pro, then I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you?
no
There's got to be
seriously,
something.
yeah,
There's got to be something wrong.
I'd be the type of dude who's like, oh yeah, man, I work 80 hours a week.
Or
I just play on
I
my
was
free
just
time.
big or they have this is like the only thing that could make me even second guess it is that their attitude or their ego is
is just, yeah,
At
they're
ego
terrible.
through the fucking sky, and their attitude is just the worst.
Well, you can't
That's
even
the
use that though because simple.
yeah, mm,
Like if you're gifted at the game, teams will hire you.
uh,
Teams will play with you.
yeah,
If you're a shit person, you'll last the season. That's it.
yeah.
And then
That's
you'll be to another team. But another team will,
yeah,
like, if
you're
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 that good,
basically a
they'll
guarantee
build around
hire.
you. Yeah.
You're a guarantee hire.
They will
So yeah,
literally build a team around you.
yeah. If you're that good, yeah, I can't help but agree there.
Yeah.
But no, for the longest time, I had this one person that I met through Rocket League, and I was in a Discord. I was in a call with like 6 or 7 people. I remember this statement specifically. He said, "Either you're 1900 or you're bad. There is no in between." And that is how is that is that's what he said. Now he said it's either you're 1900 or you suck.
That's crazy.
But he's not wrong.
He's not. Yeah.
He was not wrong, and that even holds true now because 1900. It's like 1890, 1900, basically 1900 MMR in
Yeah.
twos and threes. That's Supersonic Legend, which is the new highest rank. Motherfuckers are still hitting like 23, 2400 MMR before the end of the fucking season.
Yeah, man.
I'm just like, there needs to be, has to be, has to
Like a
be.
high rank leaderboard kind of thing.
There's a top 100 leaderboard, b- but there's no like,
Actual rank that signifies that.
yeah, it's not, there's no segregation isn't the right word, but
That's wild.
what's the word I'm thinking of? There's no differentiation
Yeah.
because if you're not playing with Bacchus mod, which if you're on PC and you don't play with Bacchus mod, you're just not a knower. But I swear to God, everybody that is
Yeah. I know.
a sentient being is playing with Bacchus mod because mostly because of the MMR track, so they can see their MMR physically. They don't have to fucking guess. It's like, oh, I'm like 2 games off of this
Yeah.
rank. They play 2 games. Oh, they don't get the rank. What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
They can just, you know what I'm saying?
That's the one thing that I do like about like Valorant. I mean, Faceit does it too, but you have to be able to keep track of it. You actually have to buy Faceit Premium, or you use the add-on, which is Face Enhancer. You know,
Oh,
but
yeah. For like your
for
elo.
elo and everything, and then yeah. So I like that because it gives you an idea of like, okay, all right, I'm losing 25, I'm gaining 27. Okay, I need like 2 games.
Yeah.
You're at least able to keep track of that. I don't know why most games don't do that. Call of Duty even does it.
Which is odd. That's like
Makes
that's the
sense.
game I'd least expect to have a system like that in place.
I
But
didn't
fucking here
expect it
we
to have
are.
a good rank system.
Yeah, their rank system's actually okay.
Yeah,
Like for whatever reason, it's actually like okay,
that's what I'm saying. They put more
and it's
resources into the rank system. They did the actual game.
yeah, but the rank still fucking sucks. So
The ranked as a game mode fucking
okay,
sucks because of players. The actual
yes,
system is phenomenal on paper.
yeah. Yeah. How are we gonna have the worst like systems in COD history? Yet still somehow have a good ranked system.
Yeah.
Gotta
But I think it's
caveat that
insane
because
that Rocket League doesn't have its own like little like top however many players thing.
like a
Where
rank,
yeah.
it has a leaderboard. The leaderboard's there.
Yeah, but there's
It
no like
exists.
separate rank for like that top 100. That's what I'm saying. Or, like
Oh
every
yeah,
other
no,
game
there's
has it.
no. Yeah, there's
Valorant has
no.
it, used to be called Valorant, now it's called Radiant. You
Mhm.
know, Face It has it, which is FPL C or FPL.
Yep.
You know, Call of Duty has it, top 500,
250.
whatever the fuck.
Overwatch has top 500.
That's what I'm saying. It's like every
And
competitive game has it.
every like it's I swear to God like just about every game. If you hit say you hit top 500 or top whatever the fuck, top however many, you get a title for it or a
You
special
get
something,
something.
little sprinkle of flavor
That's
just to
one thing I
say,
will say of
"Hey,
Valorant fucking
needs."
so does
They
COD.
COD needs that like
You get a cool calling card if you hit number 1. It literally tells you you're number 1. But That, that
That's cool.
it
But then you
is,
have to
but
finish
it
at number
doesn't.
1, right?
Yeah, you have to end
I was
number
gonna
one,
say,
and
yeah, you have to finish number 1.
I am not that fucking dedicated.
That's
I'll
dude,
hit
that's
top
enough.
250, get a screenshot for Twitter. Don't fucking care anymore.
Cool, good. That's good enough for me. I peaked top 250.
Exactly.
I'm good. I'm retiring, hanging it up.
If I had a team to play with consistently, I would probably keep playing in top 250s and maybe, but there is no sense of
There's just
urgency in
no
me
chance.
to
Is it
want
worth it? Do
exactly.
you that's the question is like, do you think it's worth it? If the answer is no, then it doesn't matter.
It would look cool for my fucking resume. Like, oh yeah, I was top 250. I held
Uh,
fifth.
yeah, I was like, I was season 2 ranked number 1 player. No one cares. No one
When it
cares.
comes to content, it matters.
People, yeah, the fucking
Yeah.
the Joe schmoes, they they
But
they eat that shit up.
But it's the same with
But
like even like when it comes to competing, even like the pros just don't give a fuck. They end up just
yeah,
playing ranked because it's the only like competitive thing they have during
yeah.
their like little break in between their like practices and everything for stream and stuff. But
Mhm.
9 times out of the 10, they're pretty much top 50.
Most pros are, yeah.
Yeah,
But that's just because they're fucking better than everybody.
that's what I'm saying. Daddy Bones is currently streaming. Thanks for letting me know.
Speaking of, let's kind of keep on the COD
Yep, I
topic
was
here.
literally just looking over.
What do you want to talk about first? There's a whole bunch. We
Yeah,
got a whole
there
bunch.
is. Um,
Want to talk about that rumored phase roster real quick?
That's kind of what I was looking at. Not gonna lie to you.
Well, I like. Okay, I want to talk. Let's talk about that for a brief moment.
So what you
Rumored
have
phase
written
roster.
down, you have
That
MC, Tiny Terrors, and Draz. Which first things first, that is fucking ironic.
What makes you say that?
You have any idea how much fucking FaZe did not like Draza?
Yeah, they don't,
And
but
the
no one
amount of
does.
shit, like, I love Draza.
No, okay. You aside from you and however many other people like him, there's the not many. I'm gonna just say it like this. I'm not a huge um fan of his attitude.
That's fair. But that can be the same thing about Scrap, though.
I could say the same for Scrap, but the thing
I
is,
also love Scrap.
we need people like
We definitely
those.
do. They keep the shit entertaining for the
They
league.
make it entertaining.
And they make
But
like the actual matches of them matching up. They make it even better.
speaking of Scrap for a second,
Go
that
to Twitter.
interview lit a fucking fire
Oh,
under Kiz's ass, and I have to bring it up. It's so funny to me,
it
man.
is. It's,
Like
yeah, you shut down Hydra. The rest of the team's dog shit.
the rest of the team's pretty
Fucking
ass.
rinsed.
You
Yeah,
shut on Hydra, the rest of the team's pretty ass. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
I respect the confidence. I really do. But
I do.
holy fuck,
You have to tip the confidence. But good God, if you're gonna
I don't
if
think you
you're
got
gonna
more than
speak,
10 kills for the first 3 games.
I don't know. They were nervous.
Yeah, they shit the bed for sure.
I think part of it was they shit the bed, but like I said, I watched that no pressure episode. That man Kiz was moving diff. He was moving real diff. He was pissed
I bet.
that he did not take that. He did. He said, "Me personally, I'm not gonna let that slide,"
Oh
and
god.
he handled him. Um, but yeah, I honestly think even with FaZe not showing a very big liking to Draza, I think that would be, I guess, your textbook
Most
villain
definitely.
roster. I would
The
say.
only thing is, it's still MC, man.
Yeah, he's the problem. I don't care.
It's
He is the problem. He is going to
like
continue to be the problem
he's a
until
selfish player.
he figures it out. And there's nothing wrong with being a selfish player,
There's not,
but
but it's gonna be another dashy situation.
the thing is he's gonna have to learn to how to fuck. He's gonna have to figure out how to win a map by himself, or
before
so
he
they can
finds out how to
fucking
work with his fucking team. Let's be honest.
yeah. It's either he figures out how to win maps by himself, so he doesn't need his team, or he gets with the fucking program and takes a few more deaths so the team can actually take a map or two, or like close out a series, close out a chip, close out something. Because Jesus Christ, we cannot keep dropping 1.7s and losing maps and losing series. It's
Yeah,
just
but
fucking pointless. Like, what's the point of having a 1.5 if you're placing top four? Who
uh,
cares?
with this roster, I'm assuming it's gonna be MC as the main AR.
Yeah, I was gonna say Drow's gonna be on the flex for sure, for sure.
Yeah, I would be interested if they do end up swapping Draz for the main and
Doubt it.
putting MC flex, but I'm also in the same boat. The only reason why he's going to stay at flex is because Draz was a sub player before he was an AR player.
Hmm.
So it would kind of be dumb to put him on the main AR role.
Yeah, it would.
But once again, it comes to my point. If MC is going to be the main AR, he needs to play
There's not
for
gonna
his
be
fucking team.
if Selenium keeps playing man AR for the third for phase, they're gonna keep losing.
Pretty much.
And who's their coach? Crowder
Uh Depends. They have
replays
two.
replay. Well, they have Tupac for search. He's a search
Yeah,
guy.
he's a search and then not replays. What the fuck? Crowder is
Crowd.
their respawn coach.
I think that's replays. I think that's the same person. James Crowder. I think that's
Yeah.
replays. Yeah.
He goes by
Yeah.
what? I've always known it was Crowder.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, I
Somebody
was about
will
to say,
let us know.
am I faded?
Somebody let us know. I think that's the same person. But anyway.
I know replays was a coach for them though at one point.
Yeah.
So
Shit.
ironically, replays is actually a coach for LA Thieves too. Used to be. I don't know if he still is, but he did for a minute.
Yeah.
But
I think as of right now, I think Thieves only have the one coach, and I think it's Cap.
it was Shane too. I believe Shane was like
Oh
second.
yeah, Shane and Cap. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
but I know replays. I believe in BO4. I think it was replays was coach for them.
No, he's on phase.
In BO4 was he? I thought he. Fuck it. I don't care about my COD history that much anymore. You also have.
um.
Oh no, it's I thought that said priesthood joining phase. That's
Oh
Draz's
Jesus,
too.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another.
I would
Yeah.
honestly, because I would be surprised if Pristo went back to face.
He shouldn't.
I
I'm gonna
agree
be
with that.
100%. He should not,
I agree.
because all he's gonna do, like, Priest, this guy should got a good, like, his. I mean, there's really no legacy talk for Priesta, but if he wants to, I guess, preserve the resume that he does have,
Yeah,
rejoining phase is not a good move. I'm gonna just say
it's
it like
not,
that.
no. But he doesn't have,
Um,
like, for repertoire wise, there's not very many options that he has unless he goes with Optic. That's the only other, like,
yeah,
but
I
I don't think Optic is going to
Optic's
go.
not a good fit for him.
I agree.
That's just not.
Yeah. But speaking of Optic, there's a roster up here that's saying Ant, Dashy, Draz, and Pred.
This was like
I
last
know.
week.
I know.
I think, as far as I know, there's obviously zero rosters have been confirmed yet, like actually confirmed, and
I believe the only one that's pretty confirmed, I think it's Envoy.
for Optic
Ultra.
or offer. Yeah. That's like the only move that's like
Pretty,
basically set in
yeah.
stone.
Um,
Otherwise, everything is up in the air.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, the Optic roster, I honestly, I
I would love to see Pred on that Optic roster.
I would too, but draws, mm,
Yeah. I don't know who,
mm-mm. I
because that
think
leaves open Sib pretty much.
it's like Dante. Who else? There's like three options that Optic can pick up right now for a flex,
It'd be insane if they picked up
and
Ghosty. Can you imagine? I don't
I
think it's a
think
bad move. personally.
I
But
think Dan is well, I think Dan pretty much confirmed the team that he is joining is not Optic.
oh, okay,
Whatever team it is, I don't know, but whatever team he does join, I will root for.
agreed.
Um, but
Top
yeah,
the
I don't know.
Optic roster.
There's just not there's just not like with as far as Optic goes, there's just not a lot of people that they can choose from to pick up.
Yeah,
As far as I've seen, I know one of them is Sib.
I'll say I feel
Will they
like
pick
that
him up
he's
though?
the
I don't
only
know.
one that will. Because I'm gonna be honest, watching Seattle Surge was if Sib and Mac were on,
Hmm.
they were the X factor of that team.
Yeah,
Because Sib is nasty when he's actually awake.
yeah. When he's present,
And then same with Mac. Mac is
he's really good.
he is. It just sucks that there was a lot of unfortunate shit that happened with him. The main one
Yeah.
being on the Fortress hardpoint with
Oh yeah.
the cruise missile bugging out and ends up killing two of his teammates. I believe it was against Optic, and they ended up losing the game. It was P3. Cruise missile comes down, bounces off a roof, kills two of his teammates.
Oh my. Yeah, I remember that.
And they were making like a huge comeback. And that like I can't even say it was a mistake. That was genuinely just a bug. Like that bug just
Yeah,
cost them the series.
that was.
Because I believe if they win that, went to map 5. I
Yeah, I
think.
think so. That was map
Yeah.
4.
So
Yeah, that's kind of one of those just incredibly unfortunate. Not much you can
it's
do
just
about it. All
you
you can
gotta
do is
take it on
just
the fucking chin.
take it on the chin and just move as best. Just do as best as you can to just move forward.
Exactly.
Um,
LAG
now
roster.
LAG roster. Honestly, I just don't even want to think about it
Really?
because
Why? You
I
don't
just
want Dan,
I don't want
Kyler, Ender, and Arcides on it?
because it won't work. I don't think it'll work.
I'm kind of interested. In the only reason why I'm assuming you're gonna have Dan and Kyler as the subs and Ender's Arcides as flex and main.
Yeah, but I don't know how good Dan is just like as a route man. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
I mean he is a flex player
He's a
and
flex.
he plays sub. Sim,
He
excuse me,
plays he's a good
semi often.
yeah, but that's like as needed.
Yeah,
I don't know how good he actually is like say because I'm not because when Kyler was playing with Optic, Kyler was the route man
yeah.
and Ant was
The
fucking
fucking
face
full
tank
sended.
just
Yeah, yeah. That would
so
be interesting.
I think
I
Kyler would
think
do
it'll
better
be.
as the front man, and then Dan be the route guy. I just don't know how good Dan would be at the being the route guy.
Yeah, I disagree. I think you leave Kyler as the route man and put Dan as just the face front, just fucking full send it type guy.
Then who's IGL?
Arcides.
Alec?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep Alec as IGL. Speaking of that, happy
Mhm.
birthday, Alec, and also Preston. Late birthday,
Oh.
but
Oh.
it was just their
Oh yeah, I
birthday a
forgot
couple
that yeah,
days
their
ago.
birthday just recently passed. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Shout out them,
I
shout out
do
them.
like the idea of Ender coming back though.
I
Um
do too,
I
but I
know
just
he was having
that
a lot of
kid
passport issues and everything.
he was having some visa issues as far as I know, and then
I know the problem that he
that
had with
thumb
his
injury
thumb.
is kind of like one of those things. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It's just
I don't know how this is gonna
honestly, I
be.
don't want him to like cut his career short, but at the same time, I'm like, if it's gonna be a recurring issue, then just like
Yeah.
just let it be, man.
That's
You
what
know what I
I'm
mean?
really worried about too. Um,
Um, okay, now this is a little discussion point. That first little bullet that you see. Scum's biggest mistake in COD.
he doesn't have very many of those.
It was a video I seen, and it was Parasite. Basically speaking on he could even though he is still very much arguably the GOAT, in my eyes is the GOAT.
I don't think
Um
anybody can take that from him, to be honest.
people can, but they would have
I don't
to
think they'll ever have the level of what he had.
the thing
To be
well,
real.
what I mean is the level of mental gymnastics that you have to kind of do to be like to kind of argue like, oh, it's crim or it's. I think the only person I would be absolutely willing to like have like it's scum, it's Abner and Damon. It's
Really?
them two.
I agree, but semi disagree. And the only reason is I think it's Scump and Formal. But if we're going off of like straight rings and like what they've done Call of
Chips,
Duty wise, definitely
rings and
Damon.
if it's rings and
Yeah.
chips, then it's Abner and Damon.
Yeah. But
I
I
still
think
put Formal's still
oh
3,
most
if
definitely.
not 4. Like, my top 5, it's not I don't think it'll ever change, and this is in no particular order. It's Scump, Karma, Crim, Formal, Clayster. That's
Yep.
my 5. That
Yeah.
will always and forever be my 5
Yeah.
unless until up until Simp and Abizi fucking figure it out and get rid of MC. When they figure that out and start winning chips and getting another ring or 2, then I'll be like, "Okay, and then we can start moving them further up."
I
Because
think they're
they're
definitely
because
top
they're
10.
they're already top, like, 15,
Yeah.
both of them, top
Yeah.
15. But they're like, but it's kinda hard to refute top 10 because,
I
they're
think
like
individually wise, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think I can put them in top 10 individually wise because they play so well off of each other. And
mhm,
Abizi has been known to be inconsistent.
mhm.
Insane to say, but we've seen it. You know,
Yes,
there has been
absolutely.
games where he's just been completely shut down. And Simp has
Simp.
been the one to pick it up. You know.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And that's no diss to Abizi at all because he is nasty. He is allowed that.
Oh, yeah.
I think the only consistent SMG player that I've ever seen that's been that consistent besides Scump,
Mhm.
Pred.
Mm, mm, yeah, but we can't really Fred's consistent, but not like Scump levels consistent.
Well, obviously.
But what I mean is like he's been consistent for 2 seasons now.
Yeah.
He's been consistently very, very good for about 2 seasons now. But the issue that we kind of run into, especially now in the CDL era, is there's so much volatility in the league because there's so few people in that fucking league.
Yeah. And the skill ceiling is constantly fucking rising in that game, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
Especially with every COD being so fucking different mechanically.
I thought you were gonna say bad. I genuinely thought you were gonna say bad. I'm like, yeah, I was
Fucking
fully prepared to say yes either way.
you're not fucking wrong, but I can see your hesitation on that. But I think for
Not to
what
say
he has
that
done as a sub player for his team, he's one of the most consistent players to do it. By himself, none the other.
okay. I will agree with that.
So, because like
Um,
I can't think of. I mean, a BZ can be thrown up there with Pred, but he is not doing what Pred is doing by himself. Dropping even just in S&Ds, he's dropping almost I think he holds the second place highest kill in S&D. It's either Hammer or Kismet. I can't remember.
second highest like kill count in search
In search, I think Kismet
in a
took it,
game.
yeah, and I believe Pred's underneath him. I could be wrong, but I think I saw that stat.
Hydra has 18. Pride probably has like 15 or 16.
Yeah.
And
So
Kiz in the embassy search to win champs, I think he had 12.
yeah, but because I know Kismet ended up getting the second highest of world champ kills in S&D because it's right underneath Nameless, I believe it was.
Yeah, Nameless had
I think it was 13.
Something ridiculous.
14?
It might not have been so ridiculous.
Yeah, it wasn't like crazy. It wasn't like 25 or some shit, but it was in the teens. I know
Yeah,
it, I think it was no higher than 15.
yeah.
But
But no, but what Haggy was talking about was even though Scump is already pretty much undoubtedly top three,
yeah.
no matter who you talk to.
If
Um,
anybody in any time have ever watched COD, they know who Scump is.
oh, for sure, in the last like decade, which is insane to
That's
think about.
that's his impact he had on COD.
Yeah. But what Haggy was talking about was, even though like honestly, the fact that he stuck with the rosters that he stuck with for such a long time, it's kind of oh my gosh, it's a testament to what kind of person he is.
Yeah.
But it kind of like also him and Optic is just like it's like bread and butter. It
I
just
was
makes
literally about to
sense.
say that.
And the culture that has been like sold, like the culture that's within Optic, he's basically like he kind of tries to embody that same idea. And like he doesn't they don't really the Optic does not make roster changes frequently.
No, because even
You
back
could
in the
like
day, they had same roster for as long as possible.
mhm,
And then I believe Nate Shot ended up retiring.
like the most roster changes that I can think of happening in a season happened.
Is it
And I mean like
BO3 or AW?
not like I should say it this way. Because of like actual roster changes, people getting dropped and then, not like injury, visa issues, not because Vanguard was a fucking mess. That was a nightmare. Oh my god. So many people like last year and this year, so many people, like so many things happening, unforeseen circumstances. Yeah. But I think up to this point, I want to say um it was either Ghosts or AW. I think they had the same roster for all of AW.
Yeah, because they won the chip, I believe.
They didn't win world. They won worlds, but they didn't win champs.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, because I think that's one of the rings, wasn't it?
No,
Oh, I know Ghost was.
nope.
Fuck, because I'm thinking Damon.
Dame.
Because
Yeah,
he
you're
has a,
definitely thinking
because
Damon.
he has the AW ring, I believe.
No,
He doesn't?
no, he doesn't.
I thought
That's
he did.
Clay.
Oh, it's
That's Clay.
Clay.
Denial one. Denial one champs.
Dude, that is so insane hearing that fucking name, bro. Remember watching
Yeah,
them back in CS:GO as well.
yeah.
Fuck, that
No,
made me feel
so
old.
yeah, denial. Like champs was like the fifth or sixth tournament of the AW season,
Yeah.
which was that insane. Optic had their worst placing all year at that tournament. They placed like top 8,
Which for
but that
Optic back
was
then was actually insane.
horrible. That was horrible. But that's because they had 3/4 of the dynasty. At least,
Yeah,
no, they
because
had
they had
n-
Formal
they had
and
I think they had Piper
oh
for
okay.
champs. I think I want to say Nate. No,
No, Nate Shot retired.
no, no. Champs was one of his last tournaments. I remember because he fucking chalked it, pulled out the HBR. I remember this. I think Champs was Nate's last tournament, and they had. I want to say they did have Crim.
I'll
I think
say I
they had
think they had Crim, Damon, and Formal.
no. It was
It
Scumpy.
was Scump, yeah.
It was I want to say it was Crim, Damon, and Scump, and then Nate. And then after Champs, Nate retired, and then they just fucking went on a tear for that whole year. Black Ops 3 had to tear that whole year basically. Didn't win the big one. And then IW, they I want to say they started out flat, but I highly doubt it. And then they finally won it. But they made no changes, no roster changes, um, until World War II came around, and then they dropped
World War II is such a shit game too.
better than Vanguard.
You can fucking say that louder for the people in the back. Jesus.
Better than Vanguard. I'm gonna say it. World War II is a better game than Vanguard.
Dude, Vanguard had so much fucking potential to be an insane game, dude.
It did, but we can talk about that later. We can talk about that later because I agree. We could go on forever. But in World War II, they dropped Damon and Formal for none other than Octane and Zinni.
I think did they play for like a month? I think they played one game or some shit.
I don't know how long they fucking played.
I think they literally played one game max and then they were dropped.
I don't remember how long they played, but oh my god, that roster will forever be ingrained in my fucking that I remember just about any you could give me a game. I could give you just about every Optic roster. That's the one I want to forget.
What about Vanguard? It wasn't Optic then, pussy.
Well,
It was Chicago Huntsman.
no, that was MW19.
It was also Vanguard.
There's
Was it not?
no, that was Optic Texas.
Was it?
No, Optic Chicago. My bad.
That's what it was. I was about to say because I don't remember it being fucking Texas.
No, it was Chicago. I could tell you the Huntsman roster for MW19 if you want me to.
I already know it.
What about the OGLA roster?
Don't. Oh, the very first one, or are we talking about then?
Champs.
Okay, because that was fucking Don, Slasher.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck was the other?
No, not Don. Don wasn't. Don didn't play with Champs for them.
Oh. Fuck, who was it? Because I know originally it was
well at first.
It was Litico, Don, I think Priesta.
Oh God, don't make me lie.
It was, and then who the fuck was their subs, bro?
We're gonna look this
while you're thinking.
While you're thinking, I'm gonna look. While you're thinking, I'm gonna look.
Because I know it was 5-man at that time, I believe.
Yeah, it was.
So
it was.
I know it wasn't Simp.
Oh no.
Who the fuck were the sub players? Dude, I'm drawing such a blank too because I remember watching their first match.
I just remember watching the
because I remember watching them play S&D on the fucking BO4 map. The one with the little underground open door shit. It was like in like some Havana, some shit.
MW. Are we talking about the same? Are we thinking of the same game?
No, probably not.
Okay.
Because
what on earth?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I didn't watch MW 2019. I'm gonna be honest. Did not pay attention to that game because I didn't enjoy that game as much.
I'll be honest with you.
Also, I couldn't afford it. So.
Fair, super fucking fair. Okay, I'm just gonna first tournament. The roster for OGLA, it was Tej,
That's
Dashie,
who it was.
Kenny, Slasher, and then JCap.
Yeah.
That was launch weekend. Then Champs, it was completely different. would you like for me to disclose that roster?
Go ahead.
It was Tej, Hollow, Kenny, Slasher, Draws. But trivia, who subbed for them on the Piccadilly Search? I
have his card too, bro. Fuck.
It was Bruce.
Because I was like sitting here thinking, I was like, there's only
It
two
was-
options that I can think of, and it's Illy or Bruce.
It was Bruce. Illy was on Empire.
I think he was playing Empire, yeah. Because he
Illy
was
yeah.
him, Kyler, Shotzi, obviously the Xeno, Exo, however the fuck you say it.
XEO, however the fuck.
And then it was I don't remember the other two players, I'll be honest.
Crim Clay.
Oh yeah. See, I didn't think it was Crim, and the reason why I didn't think it was Crim,
Because
I
you thought
was
it was
able
on New
fucking
York.
subliners.
Yeah, he didn't go on the subliners until oh god, when was it? It wasn't until it was
Vanguard, I think,
after
as well,
after the
wasn't it?
merger. It was after the merger.
Okay.
That's when it was. It was after the merger, and then
You know what's so fucking funny? I knew TJ was on LA Thieves too. I have this card. and
yeah,
everything.
he is.
I literally
he
knew he
was.
was on it. I didn't know Draz was on it at that time though. I thought he was still playing for
champs. He was on that roster. I don't know who he was playing for before then though.
He was playing for, I believe,
UI. He played for okay. When did he? Oh no, he was on.
he was on
how the
Chicago. I
f-
thought the Huntsman. Sorry.
Draza?
Yeah, he played for the Huntsman.
Honey, no, never,
Was it Optic?
never.
Did he play underneath the Optic banner then? Was it actually before they were Huntsman, before they were doing the Envy shit, or?
So you remember we just talked about this like off camera some days ago when around like 2017, around World War II, like that time period,
Yeah.
Immortals gaming the Immortals org bought out Optic Gaming
Yeah.
from Hex. Then come franchising. By the time that happened, Hex and pretty much everybody that was known to be under Optic, so like Hitch and all them,
Yeah.
they all left, and then they were a part of NRG for a time.
Yeah.
That's who they played. That's the org that paid for that franchise spot for the Huntsman.
Yeah.
So Huntsman was Hex and the boys. Optic Gaming LA was essentially Immortals.
Yeah.
And
Feel bad for
then
Immortals because they are fucking.
fuck Immortals. I don't give a shit. But
I'll
then
have you know, in CS:GO they are fucking insane.
they were. I'll give them that. But then after, I want to say about a year and some months, maybe even 2 years, Hex reacquired Optic, and then everybody rejoined
came
Optic.
back to Optic. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Huntsman fell out of the league. Optic was Optic Chicago, and then the merger with Envious happened, and then then that's how Optic Texas happened.
Gotcha. Because I know
Fucking
RCD's
mess.
played for it for a minute, I think too. Huntsman.
RCDs was on Huntsman
Yeah.
with Pristini.
Yeah, that's what it was. A
I know too much Optic history.
little bit. It's okay though.
That's fun. It's fun.
You know, it's good. Good date talk. You know, you're on a date. It's like, hey, you watch COD, sweetie? You know who Optic is? Let me give you a rundown of their entire history.
no, dude, drier than the Sahara Desert. Fuck's sake.
Hey man, fuck's sakes.
Shut up.
No way.
Shut up. No way.
I love that guy on TikTok. He's so fucking
He's-
funny, bro.
He is funny as fuck.
And of course, a couple
Um,
notes you have here is roster mania. Surge officially blowing up roster. I'm really not surprised about that, to be honest. Don't even have to talk
Is
about
what
that
he-
much. I'm not.
He is
surprised.
what it is.
Yeah.
He is what it is.
Then you have Pred signing a deal with
Whomever.
question mark, which I'm.
There was obviously a couple rumors.
Pred is
Optic was
funny
one
as
of
shit,
them.
bro. All of his posts about like joining teams and everything, dude, he's so good at what he does, bro. Be making everybody
Yeah.
thinking. It's funny.
He's good at that.
You see the thing about Mutineers and all them? Apparently they're no longer merging with I think it was Masterminds, right? No, it was Miami some shit. You know what I'm talking about? He was like
Mhm.
all over Twitter like yesterday.
Dude,
Hold on.
I've barely paid attention to Call of Duty Twitter. I'm gonna be honest.
That's fair. It just pops up in my feed every so often, so I'm just like, oh, interesting.
Like, I've been getting just some
Yeah,
interesting,
yeah.
we'll say interesting things on my For You, on my TL for sure.
Uh, what the fuck is that? I don't know. Let me go to Flank, bro. Flank talked about it probably. No wait, I didn't, right?
Um, I guess to
Oh,
kind of, hmm?
Snoopy's going back to Boston Breach.
Yeah, I did see that.
Miami Heretics.
Oh,
Yeah.
them. Okay.
Apparently the move to
Were they supposed to like merge with that
yeah,
org?
Moon News was supposed to move to Miami.
Oh, okay.
And apparently that might have not actually worked. That's what it was. That's what it was.
Hmm.
So that's cool that Snoopy's still going to be on
On the breach.
the breach. I do want to see more from him, especially his performance. As I said, his performance is really good considering the situation.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, away from COD, a couple things here.
Yes. Yes.
First things first. The fuck is Bumble and why is Ricegum signed to it? Isn't
Rumble.
Bumble? Oh,
Rumble.
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 What
Not the dating
fuck?
application.
That's what I thought. I was like, why the
The
fuck
s-
is he signed to a dating app? What
Does
the?
that look like a bee?
I'm dyslexic. Okay, that's my
That's
excuse here.
fair. You know what? I'll
What
give you that
in the
one.
fuck is Rumble?
Streaming. This is another streaming thing. Never used it once. I don't know what it looks like.
Never even fucking heard of it.
Yeah. So.
Not
there's
gonna lie
that.
to you, I thought it was Bumble. I thought he signed to a dating app, and I was like, I thought he had a girlfriend.
I
That'd
don't
be
know.
interesting. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
You know what? If we're just getting signed to random dating apps, I'm getting signed to Chatterbait.
Let me sound a grinder.
That's fair. Yeah, I got Cam Soda or Chatterbait, man.
Fair enough.
Let me get like a 50K deal. You know, I'm chilling.
Right.
You also have
Uh,
a new Uzi album.
that shit ass.
That shit
Next,
is fucking dog piss.
that shit is ass.
Dude,
Next
all
topic,
the people
please.
on Twitter, Uzi really spit his shit here. Uzi really out here changing it. Like, no, motherfucker.
There is 2 songs.
That shit
2.
was bad.
There are 2 songs on that album that are even that I would say are worth listening to. 2.
And I'm gonna give it to Mutta. Yes, do not get me wrong. Uzi is allowed to drop some ass
What-
occasionally. Not a
but
26 fucking song album.
That's just full of ass.
That is.
Full of hot, steaming ass.
And apparently he's coming out with Love is Rage 3 that is going to be an extension of that album. I am not looking forward to that.
Lord Jesus.
I'm not looking forward to that album. Let me tell
I'm
you.
laughing to hide the pain. Oh my god.
And I love Uzi. I'm a huge Uzi fan.
That's the problem. It's this is such a for me this was such a hard listen. I
I got through maybe like 6 songs of the album. I was like, I'm not listening to this anymore.
listened to all of it.
I could not bear it.
After the first 4 songs, I'll give it after the first 3 songs, it ain't worth it. It's not worth the listen because Endless Fashion, which is it's got a Nicki feature, probably the best Nicki verse
I don't even
we've
like
had in a
Nicki.
very long time. I don't either, but she's good at what she does. I'm not a big fan. She's good at what she does. Probably got the best Nicki verse that we've gotten in I don't know how long.
I will tell you. When that Nicki
and
song
then Pluto-
Anaconda comes on, I'm throwing ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm throwing ass. Respectfully, of course.
Okay. Yeah, I got like two songs that I'll listen to. Actually, no. I liked one song. One.
It's like willing to go on the playlist, huh?
It's one song that's in the playlist. That's it. I got nothing else. Hot dog shit.
Yeah, there's not too many.
Um,
I'm gonna be honest. Like recently, a
that's like
lot of people
the
haven't been
worst
releasing
drop of the
like a
year,
lot.
which is fucked to say.
I know. I think I've heard something about the weekend possibly dropping an album. I
Eh,
don't care that much, and the only reason why I say that is because personally, I'm not a huge weekend fan. There's those few like classic songs that I bought my head to, but I don't go out of my way to listen to them.
Yeah, you're not
The
gonna
last
have me
album I
jumping on
remember
my seat
listening to
for it.
him like fully through was Starboy. That was the last album I like listened to from him.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to a weekend album to give like an actual opinion, but as of right now, I'm not gonna be jumping out of my
Yeah,
seat for a new weekend drop, honestly.
I am waiting for a new Posty album though.
Actually, I believe there is one that is
I think
confirmed
that
coming
yep.
out. I don't know. I don't remember when, but it is
So
this year, I want to say.
I know Gunna also just released a new. I don't remember if he released a new album or a new single,
I
but
believe it was an
that's
album. I want to say it was one of three or some shit.
I think so. But that shit has been all over my TikTok page, and I have those
So,
fucking ad libs stuck in my goddamn head. Yeah, yeah.
the album name is called A Gift and a Curse. Came out last month. I'm gonna have to give that a listen. Maybe talk about that next week.
I need a future album, man.
We ain't getting one.
Shut up. I know.
We ain't getting one of them. We ain't getting one
I
of
need
that.
also I need I need the fucking Juice World album, Party Never Ends, to fucking get released. Waiting patiently.
I need unreleased songs to actually come out because you might hate me for this, but his like released work, I'm not a big fan of.
That hurts me, D.
I know.
Hurts me a lot.
I understand that that hurts you, but his unreleased work, every unreleased song that I've heard of his,
They're always bangers. Personally, I'm
so
just
much better than like half of the shit
now. I will
that
admit
I've
one of
heard.
the songs that he released relatively recently, actually, specifically the one with Marshmello, that's unfinished.
Oh, you talking about conversations?
No, no, no,
Oh, is
no.
it
It
a
was
different thing?
dude. I'm drawing a fucking blank on that song now. That's a problem. It would. What is the name of that song? Hello, Jay. Dude,
Brian?
I listen to it like consistently actually. Uh wow, I don't know spell marshmallow. Jesus, yeah. It's a hard word. Bye bye. That's it.
I've not heard that.
It's actually a good song, but it's unfinished. The unreleased version has a lot more to it.
Ah,
Also banger song, but yeah. There was one
but
song that he also released not super recently, but the music video is pretty cool. I was trying to connect the music video and the like songs together, and I couldn't really, fully make sense. I think yeah, it's Face to Face. Great song, personally. I love it. Also, he did release a song with Corday.
yes,
That song, have you
yes,
seen the music video for it? I
yes. I
was a
saw it. It was
huge
so
fan of
good.
that. I love the way it was edited, the way every little thing it was going back and forth between them, and the fact that they use an old Eminem track too.
That was the first thing I noticed. I'm like, this is a role model beat. Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Yeah.
And
And then
oh,
the way they flowed over that whole thing, dude, it was so sick. And then even at the end where it showed seeing Hobson and all them like together, there was Hobson, there was Ski, there was fucking DJ Scheme, like just everybody all in the studio just bullshitting, just rapping, and Hobson just reacting. Because I'm personally a huge fan of Hobson as well. So seeing him be with Juice and Corday when like when they're working, it was just so sick. And seeing how hyped Hobson was, like listening to them just go back and forth, and the kind of battle rap style that it almost had to it, like of them just going back and forth, just dude, yeah, man, definitely,
Good
definitely,
stuff.
definitely
Good stuff. Highly would recommend listening to
phenomenal
that
song.
if you have not already. Yeah, it's for me that's like top 5 song of the year
And
for sure.
personally, I haven't seen Corday like much.
No, he doesn't really do. He doesn't do like. I think he's actually working on an album. If I had to
So,
guess,
and I have no problem with that. I understand some people,
they take a long time to work on albums, and
and they have other shit
honestly,
going on. Like Corday, I know he's actually trying to make a difference. Like I've seen
yeah,
him
he's
on
doing
TED
shit.
Talk and all that kind
He
of
be doing
shit.
shit.
Like
Yeah,
exactly.
he
So,
trying to do shit.
yeah.
And it's like I kind of feel the same way with like Lil Dicky.
I still
Uh,
need to watch Dave.
I am a ginormous Lil Dicky fan. Pause.
Hey, yo.
Pause. I'm gonna be just preemptive pause on all of this.
Hey man, sometimes you gotta get a little freaky with little Dicky. You understand?
Insanity. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. No, I'm a huge Lil Dicky fan. I just I've been waiting 8 years for this damn album. I got nothing.
I
Eight
mean, yeah,
years.
because he released that last album, and then that shit flopped.
He never. No, he
Earth or
didn't.
some shit.
That was a song, and that was a smash hit.
Pretty sure that was an album as well.
That was a song, and it was a smash hit.
No, I swear he dropped an album with it.
Nothing.
No, no way.
I'm looking at it right now. It is a song, and that song was a smash hit. Same with fucking Freaky Friday, another smash hit.
That show was great. That show was so funny because like it was actually low key like kind of relatable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the only album he's dropped was Professional Rapper. That was his also good album.
Very good album.
He released a song a while ago. We Good from his TV show.
It's from the TV show.
You need to watch that TV show. Heard
First
phenomenal
season
things of it.
first season is peak.
Yeah, they're on the second season's already out, I believe now too. They're
3.
working on the third, right?
I think
Oh.
they're already on season 3.
Shit. But
They're working on 4. Yeah, they're working on 4 right now.
shakes. I'm
Yeah,
far
no,
behind.
season 1 was absolute peak. Season 2 was it was interesting for sure. Still good though.
That's ironic because this is. Have you seen The Bear yet?
I know I'm missing out. I know. I know.
Huge fan of that show. In my opinion, it's so insane. Especially like the first season, there was so much about like if you guys have ever like considered working in a restaurant or considered like going like professional like in cook, anything like that. That sounds
watch
so
The
weird
Bear.
saying that.
Just watch The Bear,
It
and then you won't.
sums up like a lot of the shit you actually deal with like as a chef, and it's fucking insane. And that's coming from someone that has cooked like at a very semi high level.
Yeah, after seeing, because of I know I thought I wanted to work in a kitchen, and then I fucking worked at Chipotle for the one day, and I was like, yeah, no, never mind. I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah. But
I
and then
want-
season 2 of The Bear, bro, it was a fucking roller coaster of emotions. There was actually like so much like personal growth and so much like actual like depth. That's a hard fucking word.
Try again.
There were so much traumatic experiences like on both parties, not only for like personal growth, but also like setting personal growth like backwards. Yeah, like the self-sabotage type shit with some of the characters. And it was insane because like it really made you think like that's really how it be sometimes. Like in the last episode like encased that, and it just like sat there and made you think like, dude, people go through that and actually like do that, maybe not as like a chef aspect but like actual aspects of like other things. to where you
Yeah.
just don't think you deserve whatever it is. And it was just kind of like
Oh,
one of those things. It was
imposter
like
syndrome? Is that what you're talking about?
it had it emphasized that a lot too, especially in the last episode.
Okay.
But like it showed like self growth and then like just fucking demolished it in the last episode. And I was like, oh fuck. And then it ended and I was so pissed, bro. I was like, fuck, dude. Now I have to wait. Truly tragic. Oh, I finally watched Puss in Boots, the new one.
Yeah, you said I remember we talked about that.
Have you seen it yet?
Mm-mm.
Fucking peak DreamWorks. I don't give a fuck.
I didn't I say I what did I fucking I remember I watched something and we talked about it. I can't remember what it was exactly.
I don't remember either. But nah, man. The main like guy that plays the Whistler, which is like the protagonist of the fucking show. Oh, bro, fucking peak villain. I don't know what it is with motherfucking like cartoons and shit be getting their like bad guys done right, but motherfucker do they be making peak enemies. Like holy shit. And they play like such a good role of character development. It's
Oh yeah.
mind-boggling. You'll be sitting there like, damn, oh shit, he's leveling up. Oh shit, he learned the meaning of life. This motherfucker's spitting.
Oh, he learned the power of friendship.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And I'd be sitting there, same thing with like Kung Fu Panda and shit. Like, bro,
I still need to I actually need to revisit those
oh,
those
bro, I was about to
movies.
say you've never seen. I was about to say, how the fuck have you never seen Kung Fu Panda?
I've seen the first one for sure. Two, I'm a little hazy on whether or not I watched it. I know for a fact I didn't watch the third one. I'm, but I it is I'm 100% watched the first, 100% did not watch the third one.
And
That second one,
I'm
that's a little
50-50.
hazy. I'm a little hazy on that one.
Like
I'm not
25,
sure.
75.
Something like that, because I'm not 100%. I could have, but I just don't. If I did, I don't remember.
To be fair, those movies are actually kind of old.
They're like 15. I think the first one's like 15 years
I
old
think it
now.
came out in like 2010, some shit. Maybe
Do a little fact check.
maybe like 2012.
Oh, I was right. First one came out in 2008. Kung Fu Panda 2 came out in 2011. Kung Fu Panda 3 came out in 2016.
To be fair, for movies coming out, that was pretty consistent. Like how fast they got those out.
For sure.
Like from like
Also,
animation and like movie wise, it's kind of insane.
Also, this is off of a Google search, so please take this with a grain of salt. Apparently,
Try saying that 10 times fast.
right, fucking Christ, Kung Fu Panda 4 is supposedly coming out next year, next March.
That's sick. I'm happy about that.
So what I'm asking is, are you trying to go see that shit? Because if so, I'd be
Yes.
down.
There's actually a couple of movies that are coming out that I'm really excited for. One of them being Indiana Jones. I'm excited for that. Has the same main actor. Really? I don't know.
Give it up. We got to give it up, man.
Well, they've made 4 or 5 books, so it makes sense for them to make another movie.
And they've made 90,000 movies. We can stop at any time now.
Indiana Jones doesn't have that many movies.
It has quite a few. It has quite a few.
Then there's this new movie coming out that looks really good. That's based off of the nuclear war, like World War I or World War II, and it has I can never say his fucking name, man.
What are you talking
That's not it. The guy that played dude, I cannot pronounce his fucking name, man. He played in Peaky Blinders. He's the main actor for Peaky Blinders.
Oh, Cillian Murphy?
Cillian Murphy. That's how you say his fucking name.
Oh, are you talking about Oppenheimer?
That's how you fucking say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a new movie. That one, Oppenheimer, that I cannot fucking ever remember that name because that is a big ass name. But supposedly coming out in theaters like a month or two, I believe. And bro, it looks so good. And apparently it's like actually keeping kind of like that aspect of like filming, so like from back in that time. Not in black
Hmm.
and white, of course, in color, but there's like specific movie theaters that a lot of people are like recommending that you go watch it in because of the specific like recording ways they did it from the like aspect ratios and everything. And it looks so
Yeah.
good. And like I want to see it because personally I love those kind of movies. So
Speaking of movies that I want to see, um, this Wes Anderson film. I don't know what it is about Wes Anderson films. I've never watched one. I probably should before I see this movie. It's called Asteroid City. For anyone that doesn't know Wes Anderson's like film style, think symmetry, think symmetrical
should
shots.
have a 2-star rating.
Think of like um the subject or like the focal point of the shot being the absolute center. And
Oh,
it
okay.
was a
Looking
it
at
was a
pictures,
TikTok trend for a while.
I see what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Yeah, if you look up like
This looks
the
like a
Grand Budapest
sensory
Hotel,
overload for me.
have you seen the Grand Budapest Hotel?
Is it old?
It's like 20. It came out in like the 2010s, I want to say.
Probably not now.
Oh, that's another Wes Anderson film, and it had oh god, who had I don't remember who was all in it, but I wanted to actually need to see that. There's really not. There's just not a lot of stuff that's coming out like this year that I'm just
Ecstatic to see.
yeah. I'm not. There's not a lot of stuff that I'm jumping out of my seat to like. Oh, like I want to go watch that. Um,
I'm just a movie geek, man.
like
I
I've honestly seen more new films to me this year than I have in a lot of years.
yeah, can't
Um,
relate. I be watching.
let's see. I watched both of the White Men Can't Jumps, the remake and the original, and I gotta say, the remake it shits all over the original. I hate to say it.
Yeah, I don't know if Asteroid City would be my kind of movie
I'm not sure if it'd be mine either, but
because
it
this
looks
honestly
interesting.
reminds me of like an old like 70s film kind of
Hmm.
style of it.
Yeah, his Wes Anderson's style is it could maybe I guess be a bit. Uh, I'm gonna pull out a dictionary word here. Antiquated in nature.
Can I get a Urban Dictionary on that one?
Uh, essentially outdated. So
See if there's any movies that I've seen from him before.
yeah, there's just nothing that's really there's nothing really blowing up my skirt. Um, pause, I guess. I don't know,
This motherfucker made Sing 1 and 2.
but yeah, I don't know. There's I don't know. The movie pool this year doesn't look the best. I see there's a documentary for Stephen Curry that's coming out that looks interesting. I'll probably give that a watch.
Don't care that much about that.
Uh, I like sports, so
I do too, but not enough to want to watch a documentary on like one single player, if that makes sense.
that's fair. Have you watched the? Did you watch the? What was it? It was a Netflix documentary on the Redeem Team,
No,
the 2000 the U.S. men's basketball Olympic team.
no.
Very good. I like that. I like that documentary a lot.
The only Netflix movie that I haven't watched yet that I really want to watch is Hustle, I believe it's called, with Adam Sandler.
Oh yeah, that movie.
Yeah, I want to watch that one pretty badly. I just haven't yet. Uh,
House Party remake?
the idea
That
of
sounds
hearing
god
House
awful.
Party remake just made me think of Animal House, That is a very, very old movie that is very similar to like the American Pie series.
Not what I'm talking about.
I know, but you saying
Okay.
that made me think of that.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Yeah, I don't know. Man, nothing that looks just
Let
that
me
good to
see.
me. Um, shit. Any other topics you want to go over briefly? We don't really
Motherfucker,
have
you
to.
said nothing that interesting to
Nothing
you.
that interests me. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro?
For one, we have Aquaman 2.
I didn't like the first one.
What in the fuck? We have Equalizer 3. Great
I
fucking movies with Denzel Washington.
never seen the first two.
Fucking Ferrari. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Demon Slayer, that one's already out. Oh, that's a movie. Oh yeah, that movie was trash.
Always. Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
It's literally a recap of the last season with the first episode of the new season.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's terrible. We have the Old Guard 2. Old Guard, it's on Netflix. It's a great fucking show. Or movie, sorry. Huge fan of that. We have a new Mission Impossible. Personally, Mission Impossible does not need to be kept remade 37 times, but that's just me.
Shit.
Silent Night.
Is that a horror film or something? Where
No, it's another thing from what the
Suicide
fuck?
Squad.
Thank you. I was drawing a complete fucking blank.
I'll be honest, I just seen Will Smith with no hair and a beard. It was I could tell.
Extraction 2 came out. Huge fan of that movie. I loved 1. I watched 2. It was also just as good. Fast X came out. Personally, was a big fan of it.
It is.
Love the way they portrayed with Jason Momoa in it. Kind of insane.
It is what
Blue
it
Beetle.
Looks interesting. I just hope they do it justice.
I was literally about to say, I swear to God, you disrespected. I'm a backslaying that fuck at you. I'm pimp slapping.
Listen, I like Blue Beetle. I just hope they don't fuck it. That's all I can say. I just hope they don't fuck it.
Mystery Murder 2. Mystery Murder 1 was really good, in my opinion. Actually, there's a lot of decent stuff. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Did I just say once in a way? Motherfucker, why are we still making Power Rangers? And I mean, children should enjoy it.
In the current year? I don't know.
Yeah. You know. Monkey Man. Okay, that looks like a horror film just by the picture. The Jester. That looks kind of fucking interesting. Oh, Black Clover movie. That one's already out, though. That's really good if you haven't seen that one.
I'm still not caught up, so why would I watch it?
Yep, I forget. We always have this conversation like every fucking time.
We've talked about this at least a half dozen times.
I 100% agree with you. My fault. My bad.
Shit, the biopics coming out this year look actually half decent.
It's also I did not know John Wick 4 came out this year.
Yep.
Transformers. I need to watch that because how fucking dare you? Oh yeah, we need to talk about Peak real quick.
Peak? Okay, let's hear it.
The fucking machine.
Oh yeah,
that's come out. I need to watch that. I would love to be able to watch that as a fucking like the joke being told through an actual film.
50 million fucking times.
Would be fucking insane. I need to watch that.
20 smackers on the YouTube. Shit.
Can we stop making shark movies? Like, can we actually just
dead it?
Yeah,
because I'd be fine with it.
I would too,
I'd
because
be perfectly fine with it.
I watched all these fucking shark movies and everything, all grown up. Watched all the Jaws. By the way, went back rewatched Jaws. Fucking terrible. Holy
serious?
Fuck, dude.
Isn't that bad?
I'm telling you this now.
Mm-hmm.
Go back, click a random part in the fucking middle of the movie, play it for 15 minutes. You will fucking realize how bad it actually is. First time, classic.
I was gonna say because I'm gonna date my mom.
It looks.
I'm gonna date my mom here for a second, right? So that movie came out in the 70s, right?
Yeah,
it came out in the 70s.
Clue.
It came out in the 70s. I don't need to fact check it. It came out in the 70s. My mom went to see the first Jaws when it came out with some people. And at the time, because I remember her telling me, this was like not that long ago. She read the book, the Jaws book.
Yeah.
She took a whole night, read the book, went to go see the movie the next day. And then she went to her dad, my grandfather, and he asked her, like, "Did you stay up all night reading that book?" She was like, "Yeah, here, read it." He did the same thing the next night, stayed up all night, read the book, and then she went to go see it. And back then, it was like piss your pants scary. Now I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Because I remember
there's no
watching it
shit.
as a child. I was like, damn, bro, this shit's terrifying. That shit made me terrified to take showers and everything, bro. You know, when you're younger, you have those like completely unlogical fears.
Oh, those absolutely irrational fears of some fucking random ocean thing
You want to
just
know what
coming
mine
up through
was?
your fucking pipes.
You know what mine was? Mine was literally me taking a shower, and all of a sudden, my entire bathtub just fucking falls open, and I'm falling in a shark's fucking mouth. That was my irrational fear for
That's
years.
insane. That's insane.
And you know what the craziest part is? Before I ever had that fear, I used to take baths as a child all the time. I had like a Jaws play set. And you can
That's
actually
ironic.
like make the little thing, this little like fin you're able to like push down and up, so it would operate the mouth. And you had a little boat. And you can make the little thing, eat the boat. And then it would eat the people, and then it had a little cut open in its fucking stomach. You just pull out the people and put them back and redo it the whole time. That's all I did as a child in the fucking bathtub, was do that. And I would do the fucking song every fucking time because I was obsessed with that movie. And then like I got like a little bit older. I got like fucking 9 or 10 or some shit. If I watched any shark movie and went to go take a shower, bro, I was terrified for my life. Bro, I closed my eyes for half a second. It was bad.
That's insane.
I closed my eyes. I'm like, am I good? I wash my hair. I'm opening my eyes every fucking second I could, bro.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
And then like I started watching like horror movies when I was little. I used to love, dude, it was insane. Like, bro, my mom used to tell me that I loved horror movies when I was younger. And I was like, bro, what the fuck was wrong with me as a child? So I used to watch this one movie. It was called The Glass House. It is a fucking like horror classic. And one of my favorite fucking scenes was when this dude got split in half. And my mom would tell me about it, how I'd always just like be laughing and giggling and wanting to watch that.
Good God. Okay.
And like now I'm just like, yeah, I don't want anything to do with horror.
Yeah, no thank you.
I do not like horror. I like suspenseful horror, you know, that like kind of has you like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And like shit like that. Love that. But anything about just like blatant, just fucking jump scares and all that shit, I don't fuck with it. I fucking punch shit. Cause that's just my first instinct. I get scared, I swing.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, no. Horror movies are not my thing, and I will not watch anything to do with spirits or demonic activity because that shit fucks with me the entire fucking next week.
Yeah, I get it.
So, anyway, off the topic of movies, on to the next segment.
Mm-hmm.
Best YouTubers.
North America.
NA. Close bracket.
Jeff.
I think it's for me. It really depends.
Or Markiplier.
Really.
Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. It all depends on the genre.
Okay.
This is all genre dependent.
See?
Here.
And then it changes everything.
So if we're talking about a let's play, somebody that does let's plays,
Jacksepticeye.
North American. He's European. He is European.
Okay.
Shithead.
Probably Corey Kenshin.
I was just about to say it's between Corey Kenshin and Markiplier.
I got Corey Kenshin all day, man. That motherfucker. I love Corey Kenshin. I just try not to watch his horror shit because it fucks with me.
Yeah. Okay, now how about uh, you know the Russian Badger?
That's a stupid question.
It's a genuine one, but thank you for making me feel like an idiot.
Of course I knew the Russian Badger is.
So, guys who make
Fits.
videos like he does.
Fits.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. No, fuck no. He's not. He's Australian.
Fuck! Swagger Souls!
Ew. Why?
I don't fucking know. They're funny.
Uh,
But I don't know. I don't
racism is
know
funny.
exactly.
Sometimes it is, but not.
Thank you for saying that, because I was sitting there, I was like, I can't really like say anything here because I'm native. It only goes so far.
No, it's I can. It's only so. It's only funny to a certain degree, and they like to play with that line just way too much. You know what I
See, they're
mean?
not even like actually like that bad. Like they're like some of their older shit, yeah, it was, but a lot of their like, I can't say like newer stuff, but they're more the recent years.
Sure.
They're not actually like that bad. They weren't as like edgy and like off the hook. They're still edgy, but they're not like the actual like, you know what I'm saying? Like some of the shit they used to say was like, okay,
Yeah.
it was like
which,
COD Lobby 2012 shit.
yeah, and I'm just like, no, I'm good. Like, there were some things that they said. I'm just like, because I used to listen to their podcast, and I was like,
Oh, the
I
Misfits
enjoyed this.
podcast?
Yeah, I used to enjoy
I
that
used
quite a
to as
lot,
well.
and then I don't remember something that's one of them or the group of or the whole of them said. I'm just like, yeah, no. So I just stopped.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't remember what it was, where I
Zuckles.
heard it.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. Zuckles made me actually stop listening to that podcast.
I can't remember who
I
it was.
don't watch a lot of their videos that have Zuckles in it because Zuckles is basically the cringy 2012 like COD lobby person.
Yeah,
Like he just tweeted out like not that long ago, like saying the F word and all that shit, and I was like, yeah.
Lovely.
That's kind of where I was like, yeah. Well, it wasn't obviously then, but it was like, you know, there's
Yeah,
like more shit that was like said from him that I was like, yeah, I just kind of.
Yeah, I came to that conclusion. I don't even remember when. It was long. It's been a long enough time to where I'm just like,
Yeah.
the memory's faded.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still got to go with Badger personally.
I don't know too many
Mostly
YouTubers
because
that do what Badger does, though, I'll be honest.
yeah, and if there is, they don't do it as good as him.
That's kind of my point because the way he animates in his videos as well, like I've never seen anybody else do that. And it's
I'm
so
perfectly
funny
okay with that.
because I literally I got him on my TikTok. I get him on my TikTok feed a lot. And I'll be seeing him like animating like characters and everything. And I really be sitting there, I was like, is this motherfucker like in a room? Like with all the little dots around him animating these or some shit?
I don't remember.
Or does he have someone else doing it for him? Because I'm like, bro, the amount of shit that he actually does in these videos.
He does it all himself.
Like, that's fucking insane to me.
I think he uses, at least he used to use Source Filmmaker.
Jesus, man.
I don't remember if he has the tracking suit. I don't know. I don't remember exactly.
But like I said,
But he does all the animations himself and does a damn good job.
that's also why he only uploads a video like
once a month, maybe.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
I am too, especially like if you actually like watch his shit and you sit there and think, oh yeah, you should be doing daily uploads, you're fucking insane.
You are high.
Like if he was even pushing out once a week, I would genuinely be like worried for him. Because the amount of shit that he does for one video, and they're not short videos either.
Oh no, they're like 20 minutes long at least.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and I'm perfectly okay with that. Like, take as long, because I will sit there and gladly rewatch 2+ year old videos with no problem. Like my favorite, like one of my comfort videos for the longest time, it was him playing fucking Fallout New Vegas. I've never played that game in my life, but
I
that
remember playing that
video
on
was so
360.
fucking entertaining. I will watch it repeatedly.
No. Um,
Uh,
on that same topic, then, like people that make like kind of content, same ideas that just not at that production, if that makes sense. It's like funny, like friend
so
content, like stuff like that.
then Grizzy and them.
Yeah, that's my answer too. That's like the only
Grizzy, Droid, Pezzy,
Smitty,
Puffer.
you know.
Hmm.
You don't like Smitty?
Not like I used to.
That's kind of surprising.
Like, if you asked me that question when I was in high school, I would say yeah.
I enjoy Smitty's content a lot because it's not like Fitz's content at all.
I don't. I don't know. I just. I never after once I hit a certain age. I don't remember when, but I stopped finding like you know th- think Black Ops 2 search lobbies minus the racism and
I'm the
and
same way with
everything
Vanos.
else and
I
all the other isms. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I stopped finding that funny. So once they just moved over to Siege and Counter Strike and all that, I'm just like,
that's
I don't
fair.
care.
I just smacked the shit out of my mic that just shook my entire desk.
Um, so yeah, after all that, I like that. I don't really watch. That's like number one reason why I don't watch The Do.
I watch
Um, I
his
watch
like
music related content.
that. Yeah, I
Otherwise,
watch.
I refuse.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of who's that? Not McCreamy.
I mean, close enough, right?
It's the dude with the bag on his head as his fucking.
Don't ask. I don't know.
But
Same,
it's
close enough. Close
yeah,
enough.
yeah. He used to hang out with all them too, so I don't know if he still does, but yeah, he's
Regardless
always
of
in like their siege content and everything. Yeah, I don't remember his fucking name either, but yeah.
there's just I mean, I guess there's one guy that I can think of that does like I guess like a similar genre of content, but he does like Siege as well, Marley.
Oh, I love Marley.
But I like I said, I don't
Strictly for siege
whatever
content though.
strictly for Siege content and his highlights because he's actually kind of nasty.
He's fucking. It's actually insane how like entertaining and funny he is, and how good he actually is at the game.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about anything else. Just I like watching the pistol taps. It's cool.
I enjoy. I genuinely just enjoy his content because it's actually like, not only is it funny, but he's like insane at the game.
All right, commentary YouTubers.
Oh fuck.
Now, what I mean by that is like what Jeff does.
Yeah.
That people not a lot of people do that anymore.
Yeah, but there's not very many people. I mean, there's Pro. I don't know how it's like Pro Mivs. He's also a COD. He doesn't really do cut comms anymore. He mainly does like full gameplays of like him live comming and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, but otherwise, Jev is kind of the only other person that like I can think of for
Yeah.
that I watch on a consistent basis at least.
Yeah. Now, all right, I'm gonna. This may be I guess, a foregone conclusion because I think I already know the answer to this question. Favorite CDL docu series?
Oh, that's so hard.
I don't feel like for you this is that hard.
It is because I watch all of them.
Even the Rocker,
Yeah.
it can't be that good.
So I think if we're going pure production wise, the
Just
process
give me
takes it.
give me your top three in
Okay.
order. In order, I need it in
Dude,
order.
in order is so difficult because the main top two is between New York and Optic. I think Optic does it the best of what it is. So I can give that to number one. but I also find New York's way they do it also phenomenally well.
Okay, how about this? Give me your top 3 and then tell me what your favorite is.
Okay.
No, it's completely subjective.
Optic, New York, 0 to 100.
Okay, what's your favorite out of those 3?
Probably 0 to 100.
I see that was the one that was the foregone. I already knew the answer. Yeah, I would have to agree because I don't it as far as that kind of content, Optic
I
it
think
doesn't
Ultras is
get
on
better
par
than
with Optics though. Like at least interview wise and the way they try to like
structure
produce
it.
it and everything. Yeah, structure, that's a better word. Thank you. Like the way they kind of structure it, it's very similar to the style of Optics. To be honest, Optic kind of paved the way for it, to be honest. So that's completely understandable. But I do
Mhm.
enjoy Ultras because it's very similar to that.
Yeah.
But I enjoy New York just because I really enjoy the players. I think the players on New York are just honestly great personalities and great people. And then the production of it is actually also pretty fucking solid.
Mhm.
So,
I just think everybody that's associated with New York are just solid human beings.
especially Troy.
We love Troy.
Oh god.
As far as production goes, I mean, Optic takes the cake. That's no question. It's like a fucking movie every time.
It is. I'm not gonna lie to you, every time I watch their shit, I just sit there and think, I was like, bro, they put a lot of money into their
They
shit.
put their fucking foot in that shit. That's how good it is.
So
And as far as 0 to 100, it's not my favorite. I don't know. I'm not sure how to like
the reason why I
put
like
it
it
into
so much
words.
is I love that Nate Shot is always included in all of them and that
Yeah.
he gives like his actual opinion on shit and the way his thought process is and stuff. That's what I love about it. You know, Hex does it too, but it's not to the same degree as Nate Shots, in my opinion.
I think there's probably a reason for that because I think and this I don't know if this was per hectare or
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it is because I think he wants it to be more about them and not
them.
him.
Yeah,
He like I think from his point of view this is just speculation,
yeah,
but I think from his point of view he wants to give the others, give the guys that that they're talking about a platform
yeah.
to I guess be shown in a different light outside of competing.
Agreed.
So
You know,
I think that's just like,
yeah,
and I think in that regard it just makes
most
way more
definitely.
sense.
I agree. But it's kind of insane when you're talking about NA, and it like made me like think about how many people I actually watch that are not NA. It's kind of insane. But one thing we didn't touch on, not of the actual thing, but of the YouTuber thing still. Gameplay people. Not like full gameplays, I'm talking
Like
about like people that play like a game competitively and make it entertaining.
uh
Mine is Psalm.
yeah, I need some examples here.
I
I'm
don't know how to
drawing.
explain it. But like people that
I
make
need
like it can be full gameplays, but sometimes it's just based around like what happened. It's almost like a stream highlights, but it's not a stream highlights.
like sweaty league players. What are we talking about here?
I don't watch League, so I have no idea.
Well, I need some like elaboration here because
But
I
it's
got
like
like
basically like professional players like turning their content into entertaining like full content of like a main game that they play or some sort.
oh, like Bolo. Is that who we're talking like
Yeah,
that?
that classifies.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I mean, shit. I mean, it kind of feels like it has to be Bolo, right? You know what I mean? It kind of feels like it has to be.
I'm actually kind of
Because
surprised that you're staying with Siege though, because you don't play Siege like that. So that's like the part that's like kind of like insane to me.
I actually can't stand Siege.
My
In
point
honest.
exactly.
But the thing is like there's a lot of games that I won't play, but I'll watch
See, I was thinking you're gonna
somebody.
say someone more like in the RCS scene.
No one really does it.
RLC? Or what the fuck is a Rocket League called?
RLCS.
Yeah, okay, so it's
Oh, dude,
somewhere.
those guys are fucking bricks, bro. I don't, dude.
They're fucking bricks is insane.
Rocket League players are brick walls, brother. They're it's- you can look up.
I think Shroud does it really well too, though.
Shroud used to do it really well.
Shroud still does it really well. What do you mean?
Are we talking about? Well, I'm talking strictly CS.
No, I'm talking like
Any game.
yeah. Doesn't have to be one specific game. I was just talking about like the
Oh,
general like
the genre
yeah, like
yeah, he
pro
still does
players
it well.
basically like making content out of games and shit.
Who else am I thinking? You know what? Actually, now that you make
SVNA.
Sorry.
now that you make me think of it, Rizzo did he made really good content.
I don't think I know who that is.
Yeah, he was he played for G2. He played with Crow actually for a while.
Okay.
Um, him and another guy that I know for a fact that you won't know. His name was Sizz. Yeah, it's okay. He
What does that
played
spell?
for
SIZZ? Yeah. Okay. I've heard the name and I've seen the name before. Don't know who the
yeah
fuck it is. That makes sense.
yeah. He used to play. He played on Rogue way back when.
So
But yeah, I think for as far as Rocket League goes, I think those guys do a good job because they aren't brick walls. They actually have a personality. Because I could say like, oh, Justin does that, but that kid's socially inept, so it's fine.
that's insane.
We can just kind of we can move past it.
What other kind of I don't know because I don't know what kind of content you watch. I don't know if you watch like fashion or if you watch like shoe anything like that, cars. You know. Yeah, I didn't think
Mm-mm.
so. Yeah.
If it's car stuff, I'm probably watching Top Gear.
That kind of infuriated me a little bit
Why?
because they just talk about a car
Yeah.
and like go over it and like explain like its top speed and all that shit. Like nothing actually like you know
Mechanical, but I'm okay with that.
or like anything that's actually gonna like you know
Mm.
make you want to like oh yeah I'm gonna go spend $1 million on a
I
car.
don't care about buying the car. I'm watching this for just like to learn about the car itself, learn maybe a little bit of trivia,
And that's not even
and
fucking
see what it
NA.
does. I know it's European, but
Yeah,
like I said, if I'm watching anything about cars, it's probably Top Gear.
that's fair. That's fair.
Also, they did actually make an American
I
Top
know
Gear.
they have. I know they do, but
It's
nobody
not that
watches the
good though.
American one.
It's
My
not that
point
fucking
exactly,
good.
because it's not the same main two.
It's not the same
That's what made
host.
Top Gear so good
It's because of the host.
because they're
That's why the
funny
fuck
as shit.
and that's the exact reason why the fucking Great British Bake Off. I will roast. I'm gonna expose myself and watch the Great British Bake Off. That shit was gas. That shit was gas, brother.
You just made me think of my fiance. She made me watch this chocolate show. It's about the dude on TikTok that makes like insane chocolate sculptures.
Yeah, yeah,
He has like his own TV show, the like school for
yeah.
chocolate. I think it's
I
actually was
know.
called like School of Chocolate or some shit like that.
Yeah, I know. I know what
Shit
you're
was
talking about.
fucking insane. Actually, I was like,
You
how
know what
in
I'm
the
saying,
fuck?
dude? You would think, right? Because I discovered the show when I was with my ex still, and you would think, oh, Great British Bake Off. Did your girlfriend make you watch that? Nope. I was so bored one day. I'm like, "Hey, you want to watch this?" She was like, "Okay." Turn it on. I was hooked.
You know what classifies as NA though?
What?
Hell's Kitchen, Next Level
Oh God.
Chef, everything
Oh
like
God.
that. It all counts as
Master
NA.
Chef.
Yeah.
Master Chef. Even though,
Ironically, though, I'm actually more of a fan of MasterChef Canada than I am of MasterChef.
yeah, that's true. I what do I watch? I watch like just just a lot of shit.
I did too. I'd be watching a bunch of random shit. But it's so funny too because when I talk about it, I'm like, oh yeah, my like movie show taste is the same as my anime taste. I watch
All over the place.
anything and fucking everything. I don't care if I find it even remotely interesting. I'll watch it all.
I'll try it.
So
That's how I was with like fucking Horimiya.
I still haven't watched it yet. I don't think.
Dude, watch it.
I
Get
haven't.
on it. Watch it. We'll talk about it next week. Watch
Is
it.
it
We'll talk about it next week.
is it safe like for like
For work?
content? Yeah.
Yeah. It's nothing. It's nothing crazy.
Because like there's some animes that like I want to watch and I want to make it for my anime channel.
Yeah.
I can't watch it.
I'll say it like this. Yes, you can watch it. I mean, there's like I would honestly watch it dubbed. Like watch it in English. Seriously.
Probably won't, but
No, I'm telling you,
look,
watch
bro,
it in English.
I
I
barely
feel that
ever
it's
watch anything in fucking dubbed.
and I'm just gonna give you the recommendation for this. But I feel the
watched
same way.
First episode in subbed and then watch it in dubbed. Like, yeah, subbed is still better.
No, it's not.
I'm never a fan of dubbed. I will take your recommendation though, and I will try it and give it a try. But I will watch both in subbed and in dubbed for the first episode. And if the voices do not match in dubbed like they should in sub, I will watch in sub. I will give you the benefit of the doubt, and I'll watch
Give
first
give it
episode.
2. Give it 2 episodes. I just need you to trust me this one time.
It's just dubbed, man. I've only watched. There's been I think 3 animes that I've watched in dub.
Devil's a part timer because you watched it with me.
I watched in sub first, so no. Sorry.
Whatever.
I've watched Tokyo Ghoul in dubbed. Very first
That
time I
shit
ever
was
watched it was
ass.
in dubbed.
That
Dude,
shit
I
was
will
ass.
fucking
English.
beat you to a pulp.
That shit is ass in English. I don't
Oh,
care.
okay. Well, in English, sure. In subbed it is better, yes. But that was the first anime I've like.
Show still ain't that great.
Dude, you're fucking. Dude.
Listen,
Let's pray a pimp man prayer. Keep my left hand strong. I swear to God, D.
Listen, I'm a feather rustler.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that, I guess I have a lot of opposing opinions to a lot of people, mostly
But,
for fun because I like arguing.
but I watched obviously Tokyo Ghoul both in subbed and dubbed. I first watched it in dubbed, then went back watched it in subbed, and then I watched everything Tokyo Ghoul wise in subbed. Obviously Naruto watched in dubbed, but you know that's one of those things. I also did go back and watch in subbed. Both were honestly performed very well in both subbed and dubbed. I feel like Naruto's voice was a little weird in subbed compared to the dubbed though.
Because we grew up with it.
Yeah, that's fair. And then I watched Inuyasha in dubbed.
Again.
Yeah.
It was on Toonami, so.
Also, ironically, that was the very first manga and only manga I've ever read was Inuyasha.
True Sakamoto days. That's just gas.
They had it in my my library.
Really?
I was like, oh shit, I want to read this.
So you read it?
Yeah, read it all. Fell in love with it too. I was mad confused how the fuck I was supposed to read it though first. Because like I was holding it like a normal book and I was like, it's fucking backwards. What the fuck? And there was like little like price tag on the back. I was like, what the fuck? Flipped it over. Oh, cover. I was like, wait a minute, am I supposed to read it this way? And I was like reading it like a normal book, and I was like, this isn't making sense. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, now it adds up. I started reading it normally. So, yeah. But those are like the only animes that I've ever watched in like dub
English.
And then I watched Tribe 9 in dubbed. The only reason why I watched that in dubbed though was literally because Corpse is one of the VAs. So I was like, yeah, I'm watching that dubbed. It made it so good. Like his voice alone just carried it because it was so fitting for what it was. Ironically though, I was not expecting that anime to be a baseball anime.
Huh? Try what?
It's a fucking baseball anime. I had the same reaction. For some reason, it did not give off baseball. I thought
hear
it was
Tribe
gonna
9,
be.
I don't think baseball.
But then, like
I
you
think
kind of think about it. Tribe 9. Okay, well,
9 innings in a game.
9 innings. You know, and then
Oh, I guess.
like there's
Okay,
a lot of connections. Like if you think hard enough about it. Like when you actually find out it's baseball and like you think it's like, okay, it kind of makes a little bit more sense. But like when you like watch the preview and everything for it, did
nothing.
not think it was fucking baseball at all. I thought it was shonen.
Fair.
So, and of course the last topic, Optic and Elgato, man, fucking Optic.
Yeah.
No, I think it was a cool club.
Yeah, I'm still fucking.
I told you to
ordered
buy the fucking mic
I don't. I already have a Wave 3. Why am I getting another one?
because you knew you'd be in this fucking moment that you are now, having FOMO that you didn't buy it.
Not really.
Let it sink in.
Yeah, let that sink in.
Like, think about it. Think about it.
Yeah.
You could add the mic that you're talking to right now. Look over at it and shows the Optic Nation on.
I
You
just
could have
don't
been
care.
true Optic Nation.
Sure. I listen.
Could have been the real green wall.
As cool as that mic is,
It is.
I already have a Wave 3.
Yeah.
I don't need
You
another
already
one.
have a stream deck. All I'm saying. All I'm saying.
I have a mini.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So
I have a
it was
mini.
it was actually like an upgrade. Okay.
Yes. So
Well, you can use both of those in tandem now.
what would I use the mini for?
Fuck if I know, bro. Have it open your games or some shit.
That's so fucking lazy. No. Why would I? That's.
But you have it. You might as well use it for something.
I'll just sell it. I don't care.
What, $20?
Sure.
You're
That's
fucking
lunch.
dumb.
That's lunch. Fuck it.
Where?
I don't. A lot of places.
The places you go to, nah. That don't cover your tax.
Where do I go to lunch? Where do I go to lunch, Jay? You tell
Fancy
me.
ass sub places.
The fuck?
And fucking Domino's and shit, talking about $26 fucking pizzas and
That
shit.
was not me, and you know it.
No, but
that
you
wasn't me.
agreed to it.
I would never.
You were sitting there like, you know what? That does sound pretty good.
No, I definitely did not say that. That was one of the other guys.
What's
Nah.
wrong with the other guys?
Nah, I heard Alfredo sauce and I was lost. I heard Alfredo sauce and I was lost. I was like, wait a damn minute. Wait, no.
$26 on a pizza is criminal.
That's a federal. No, we can't be doing that.
Yeah, I don't got it like that, bro.
Alfredo sauce and pineapple?
Whoa.
That's about some bullshit. Listen, pineapple is great. It is good on pizza.
Oh dang! I was about to say, watch where you
It's
start trending.
very good on
buddy.
pizza. I'm a pineapple on pizza enjoyer.
Okay.
But in conjunction with all the other bullshit that was on that, hell no.
It threw me off with the Alfredo, but I will
would-
admit
I will
I
not
will try
advocate
it
for that.
one time.
I will not advocate for that.
I will try it
refuse.
one time, and if I don't like it, then I'm chilling. But
You are listening to
$26 on
you are
pizza
listening
is
to a
criminal.
motherfucker that is stoned off of their ass 25-8.
Not wrong.
You gonna listen to that motherfucker about food?
Yeah, you'd probably have the best
No.
one.
No.
Hell yeah, bro. Let me get a piece
What
of that
type of fuck-
Zaza,
what type
and
of
then I'm
fuck
eating
shit
that
is-
Zaza.
What type of fuck shit is Alfredo sauce and pineapple on a pizza on the same pizza? Hell no.
Sugar and
Got me-
spice and everything nice.
Got me fucked up all the way.
Mixed up with chemical X.
That's insane. To create the
But-
Powerpuff Girls.
I'm glad you got that reference.
Yeah, I knew it from the beginning. I just didn't want to go with that. I think that's a good place to wrap it. I've been D. That's been Jay. Our socials are down below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. All that fun shit. We'll see you next Monday.
I'll
Later.
see